The tragedy of rich kids. Let's have a chat. Today's topic is about the tragedy of wealthy children. It may sound unusual, but it's truly thought-provoking. Have you ever wondered if children born into wealthy families might carry hidden pressures and pains? Let's dive into some stories and analyses to uncover the truth. Introduction. Are wealthy children truly happy? We often hear people express sympathy for underprivileged children facing hardships. But have you ever questioned whether children from affluent families, surrounded by luxury, are truly happy? Surprisingly, studies show that wealthy children have double the rate of anxiety and depression compared to kids from middle-income families. Sounds unexpected, right? But the story doesn't end there. True stories, when money can't buy happiness. Let me share some real-life stories to give you a clearer picture of this tragedy. The story of Tuan Mia. Tuan Mia, a boy who went to study in England at the age of 16, lived alone in a school dormitory while his parents worked overseas. Imagine this, his parents, caught up in their careers, could only visit a few days each month. When asked, "Don't you miss home?" he casually replied, "Why would I? Being home is even worse, it's lonely." Under the pressure of studying and adjusting to a foreign environment, he fell into depression and substance abuse. At his lowest point, he attempted suicide. Luckily, he survived, but his future had already taken a dark turn. Min On, the pain of adolescence. Min On, a girl sent to study in the US at 14, was meant to escape her parents' marital conflicts. But adolescence, without emotional support, friends, or family, became overwhelming. Min On coped by self-harming, carving her pain into her arms. Her parents eventually brought her back to Vietnam for treatment, but they didn't provide the emotional support she desperately needed. As a result, her depression lingered, making recovery even harder. Negative impacts, the invisible burden of wealthy children. Did you know that wealthy children face pressures not only from their families but also from societal expectations? If a poor child underperforms in school, people sympathize. But if a wealthy child struggles academically, they're often mocked. On top of this, wealthy parents frequently expect their children to excel in everything: academics, sports, and the arts. For the kids, it feels like living in an endless loop of high expectations. Moreover, with busy schedules, parents often delegate caregiving to nannies, tutors, or boarding schools. This lack of direct interaction with parents leads to unresolved emotional and psychological challenges. Advice for parents: money can't replace love. So, no matter how wealthy you are, remember this: what your children need most isn't expensive toys or elite schools. They need your time and love. Spend quality time with your kids. Listen to them. Let them feel that you're genuinely present and supportive in their growth journey. Instead of imposing unrealistic goals, work with your children to identify objectives that truly align with their abilities and desires. Conclusion: how can wealthy children live happier lives? C. Being born into a wealthy family isn't always a blessing. Sometimes, It's a challenge. But love, understanding, and attention from parents are the keys to helping kids overcome pressure and grow up happy and fulfilled. Do you agree with me? If so, reflect on this and take steps to become a parent who's not just rich in wealth, but also rich in love.